nice with this, because it's like I think it's triple ply that. The kitchen towel that I'm using with the Parker. When you've got areas like that where there's, medium amount of ink on the surface of the paper, you can really work back into you can feel the ink pushing around underneath it. You can't do that with a low paper, it just breaks. So we've gone into the second part then. So yeah, this is part 2 of me painting out the final 2 pieces for a triptych, which these will fit either side of it. Just to give you a point of reference, I don't want to put it on wet paint, but that's the piece that they're going to be either side of. And right now I've got various pieces of tissue paper on here that I've just dropped onto the dried out, or pretty much dried out, ink surfaces of both the paintings, and I'm just doing the last one. I might have to go over this with a hairdryer now just to dry them off, and then you can see the sort of what you get out of the difference in surface. I mean, obviously I'm going to be going back in probably a few times to work over these areas with the pens and some different coloured. Right now with the diamine ink, all there is grey, and I've got a couple of different tones of black and a graphite grey. When this is all dry and I lift the tissue papers away, then yeah, I'll go back in and re-establish some of the values that are, well, worth re-establishing in the image. Right, you might want to hit mute now, or maybe I should switch off the mic, and I'm gonna dry them off with the hairdryer, the paper, and then hopefully you'll get a reveal on what I mean by different textures in the paper now through using different papers to help dry and wash the ink around on the page. Okay, so bear with us a moment. Okay, apologies about that. It's definitely better if I switch the noise off for it's a noisy thing. Right, so yeah, hopefully you can see there the difference that it makes with the mark making and the texture that you. I mean, it's initial stages, but I'll zoom in a bit and you can have a look at. Can you see there? They're sort of broken. Like, I mean, you're looking at a bit that's. Let's see what happens when I move it around a bit for you. You can sort of see the broken line element of it all. And obviously I'm going to go back in and work that round, given a few more minutes to work on it. Well, a lot more minutes to work on it in all likelihood. But yeah, there you go. That's another way of putting paint ink onto. You can do it. There's other materials that I've used that you can. I was using the other day. I've got watercolour crayons that Karen Dash make. It's another way of putting, especially with the kitchen towel, because it's got so much structural integrity. You can work out the drawing underneath and then just dump a sheet of this on top of it, soak it with water and let it do its own thing when it dries. So you get it. I mean, it's almost like it's a bit of a printing technique, I suppose, isn't it? You're just throwing another surface flatly on top of an already or an establishing surface. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully that gives you a bit more insight into what I do and how I achieve some of the effects that I do in my paintings. As I said at the end of the other video, I'm doing a thing now on Facebook quite regularly at 7 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time on Sundays in the evening. So that's 1900 hours GMT on Facebook. And I'm the same on Facebook, and I'm saying this, I mean obviously I'm going to post this on Facebook too, but I'm saying it will go on YouTube as well and Instagram. I'm the same on Facebook as I am on YouTube and Instagram. It's Josh Bow Artwork. Hopefully I'll see you over there. Yeah, they're live broadcasts that I do for an hour and a half, roughly speaking, and just go through some of the techniques that I've either learnt that week or that I'm going to impart onto you, and you can do with what you wish. Okay, hope to see you there. Thanks a lot for watching this one. Cheers.